Hi. Hey, everybody. I'm Natashan. I hope you are all well this evening. Um, we are going to do our introductions before I do a little recap for what happened last week. I am Emma Hamalu on the internet. I use they, them pronouns, and I am the storyteller for these wonderful people. So if you guys can now introduce who you are and who you are playing, please. Thank you.
Oh, hi. My name is Emily. I use she, they pronouns, and I am playing Kenna, the dwarven blacksmith warrior, sometimes MILF, who's doing
Sometimes.
great, not at all extremely stressed, and not at all extremely mad at Dirk. Welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Satan or Alyssa Vamp on the internet. I use any and all pronouns, and today I will be playing Phelan, our Dalish elf mage. He goes by he, him, and he's just happy to be here. It's for his mom's an awkward pillbook sister.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Hello, everyone. I'm the Pillbug Sister. My name is Torin. I go by she, they. I am playing Oriana, who goes by she, her, our human rogue Pillbug, who just, she's just trying to make it. She's here. She's here. We're getting there.
Hello, everyone. I am Sakaya, and I'm playing Ranon. We both go by she, her pronouns. And I'm bringing angry auntie vibes today because my rain has been taken down the deep roads. What's that about?
What is that about? I guess we're gonna find out. So, last session we had some emotional goodbyes and some spooning over hearts to heart. When we finally pulled into the docks of Kirkwall, we found a city that was chaotic and full of fellow Ferelden's escaping the blight. With some careful and clever efforts from some of our group, we managed to get into the city proper and head towards the home of Kenna. There was a lovely reunion with her parents, and they all learned that her daughter, Rainey, is currently not in the city right now and is off with her father, Dirk the Dick. I'm sure everything is fine there. Everything's totally fine. We had a lovely meal. We've rested a little after our long journey. And I'd just like to know where your character's headspace is right now. We've had the home comforts of a meal and meeting Kana's mum and dad, but there's a lot going on right now, both personally and collectively. So can we just go around the table and see where our headspace is right now that your bellies are full of food?
It's kind of a lot going on in Kenna's. There's a lot of conflicting feelings happening because, like, she's home and with her parents, and she has a good relationship with her parents, so that's comfortable and like cozy. And there's like, oh, I haven't seen you in a long time. And then there's a lot of like weight off of her shoulders in that, like, there was a lot of effort to get here and a lot happened on the way here, and it's just been a lot. So it's like, oh my god, I can relax and be home, but then she can't relax and be home because she has no idea if her daughter is safe still. And there's all the anxiety of that mixed in with the anger at Dirk, and it's just kind of a whirlwind. And I think she's choosing to focus on the comfort of home as much as possible at the moment, but there's a lot underneath that.
Makes sense. Phelan, where are you at?
Phelan is happy to be here, like I said. He's angry because Phelan used to spend a lot of time with Rainy, Big Brother mode. Help out, and now it's like my big sister's been taken out in danger, so they're angry, but they don't know what to do with themselves. So they're just standing. And they're worried about her. They're worried about just adds to the list of worries that he's worried about a lot of things. But he is more concerned about how Kenna is feeling, and I think he's like making sure that trying to de-stress her as much as possible, and trying to keep her a bit more distracted, because right now there's nothing we can do except try to get more information. So he's like next to her, just pat on the shoulder. It's like, this is really good food. Well, your mom's great. Yeah. When did you leave home? Just trying to make idle conversation.
I think for Oriana, she's definitely, of course, more concerned about her mom in just that, yeah, we've gotten to a safe place. And Oriana's lived in a big city, but her mom, from a port town in a cottage, like has dealt with a lot of people, but not in this capacity. And Kirkwall, of course, is very different to Denerim. First introduction was giant chains.
and very
walls.
sad-looking statues, and
it's just
very confused looking feeling.
Right, and now we're in Lowtown, and there's a hanged dude out of a building, and that no one seems concerned.
Are we all saying this?
Talk about that? Yeah.
Should we talk about this? No, this is not okay.
You
this
live
is
like
normal.
this?
No one's acting weird. And how balancing, like, wants to make sure mom is safe, but also not like totally hating her life because it's all her fault that she's in this moment, and balancing that with, what do you mean he took a 10-year-old into the deep roads? The fuck? And I feel like Oriana and Kara are sharing a very like rage-filled moment of the really scary moment when someone's mad at you and they go, what did you say? What?
Yeah.
And not the yelling, just immediate what? Like, the yelling's coming. So I think Oriana is kind of split between those moments of, I want to protect my mother, but I know she's an adult and she can handle herself, and I'm not a kid anymore, but I do have experience, and going through that. But also, we gotta fuck this guy up. He's an idiot. We have to get our 10-year-old back.
Dirk, when I find you,
the female
You're getting
rage.
a Dirk straight to the gut.
And then Kara and Oriana are like, we have them. Yeah, so I think that's where she's at.
Rannon's good. She's pushing all her personal things deep down. She went through a little bit of an arc on the boat, as we know. And I think Kirkwall is like a little bit intimidating to her chastened kind of sensibilities. So she's very much like head down in Kenna's family home, like, okay, this is safe, this is great. And she's putting herself out there as usual, making herself indispensable, helping with the chores, ingratiating herself to Kenna's parents, and doing that kind of like younger generation facilitator thing. Kara is the same generation as Kenna's parents, so obviously they're going to get on. So she's like involving her in like conversations and like sort of probing and starting stuff. But she obviously wants to go and get Rainy back, but knows that everyone's dead set on doing that. So she's just being good. Oh, you muted, Emma.
I sure am. I want to take a moment to honor Umbrio's comment about realizing we're talking about the hangman and not dude. And the Scotchy feelings. For those of you who are in the Discord, if you're not already, join our Discord. I posted a meme that's describing how they're handling their feelings of Squish Cat squashes down the garbage with the squash downer. Gonna squish those
you don't
things,
need to deal with that. Just
with the squish
all the way
downer.
down.
Yeah. Yeah,
Also
I'm
the
composting. Hangman is great.
I know
yeah.
we saw the hangman, but also what about the no, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I don't wanna
There
talk
will
about
be
that guy.
some. Yeah.
place
Yep.
called
The Bloomin' Rose?
Yeah,
They might have a hogman out in the front.
Yeah.
Just saying, probably. At least right in the doorway. Just first.
Yeah, first thing that you go into. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of feelings going on, and your mother is aware of that, Kenna, and is doing that mum thing of fussing over all of you and like making sure if you need seconds you get seconds, and then bringing out things for like a sweet treat afterwards. And I'm going to top up your drink. Does anyone need any like hot drinks, or are we looking for something harder than that? Where are we at?
Oh, I'll come and help you.
So you are
Love something hard
yeah.
to drink.
What would you like? Are we talking dwarven ale, or are we talking spirits?
I think
I just
It's a
gnash my
spirit
teeth
kinda
behind
day.
your mum.
The word spirits have a feeling. Oh,
Like at you, not at your mum.
yeah. Just spirit. Heck me up, mama.
Okay. All right. Are we all in that kind of headspace right now? We got a couple of nice bottles. I can crack one out.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't tend to drink, but Mom might.
She like you see your mother doing that thing of like, on the one hand, I feel like I could really do with a drink. On the other hand, in hypervigilant mode, much like her daughter. So she's like, you know what? I'll take a tea.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think Ariana, if she says it, will just kind of gently, on the shoulder, like, Mom, it's okay. We can plan later.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll
And
take a
maybe-
coffee with something hard in it.
Yeah. Say maybe we can, sing and
Then you go
hang
hard
out
and hard.
and chill out a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So, drinks are served up, whether it's a hot drink, whether it is a hot toddy, whether it is some fine spirits. You are all given something to. I don't think all of these are going to hydrate you, but they're certainly going to hit the spot. And then we'll pull you aside, Kenna, at one point, kind of encourage you to go through and help her in the kitchen.
Yeah. Sure, Mom.
And once she's got you in there, she'll close the door, not like fully close it, she's just wanting to create even just a visual detachment from the scene in the other room. And we'll just stroke her hair through your beard in an affectionate way. How are you doing? Really?
Not gonna lie, Mama. It's been hell getting here.
Yeah.
It was horrible. I don't know how much you've heard about what's going on down there, but it's been awful. I've had to fight monsters. Had to fight people. I've killed some people.
Some people?
Yeah, some
Bad people, I hope.
yeah, bandits. They were robbing passersby, and we passered by, and they won't be bothering anybody again. But
Oh.
I never.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
No, none of it's been easy. I put on a brave face because I got people with me. I'm trying to protect them. But if I didn't have a focus at getting home to see Rainy, I don't know if I would have made it here.
Yeah. I understand. I can't imagine it's been easy then to come back here and her not be here.
I'm trying to stay hopeful and just transfer that drive I had getting here to next station, but it's hard not to break and give up and just feel so it's hard. I'll be all right. I'll pull through. We're made of tough stuff.
We are, but you don't have to do that right now. And she kind of cups both sides of your face.
Yeah, that's what the drink's for.
It's okay to take a load off now that you're here. At least for a little while. I swear, I was ready to cause a scene when that happened, and it was just very difficult because she was so excited, I guess.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a problem with that. We need to decide whether we're going to encourage her adventurous spirit or completely squash it down.
It has been a challenge. I will not lie, because she is so excited, and she's never, she's always in it for the right reasons, and you don't want to squash that spirit because so many adults don't have that. I want her to keep it. I want her to be able to, but I can't look after her all the time. She's a little girl, and she doesn't know she's a little girl. She doesn't understand.
She feels very big now that there's 2 numbers in her age. Well,
no
stopping her.
We're doomed.
So, yeah.
No, it's been tough.
Yeah,
but
I mean, she's
so
great. You've been doing a great job, and it's always lovely when you take her up here. I don't know.
A little hard doing it on my own. I was lucky enough to have you and Dad.
Huh. Yeah. You not met anyone?
But I'm trying.
There? Not to pivot the conversation, I just it need to present itself there.
I mean, I had someone I was close to, but it was more of a friendship that I felt away and she didn't feel away, but
oh, I'm sorry. That's
hey, she's still one of my best friends.
You're amazing.
I know, Mama, and whenever I got good people in my life, and I don't know, there's some other stuff in my life worth exploring. I haven't entirely given up on hope. I got some good people. That again, probably not leading anywhere.
I know it's not easy doing it yourself, but you're more than enough to fill everything that she needs. She's not hurting or needing for anything. She's great. You're doing great. Of course, you moved so far away from us that we can't help you with that, but that's,
I mean, this is an intense place to grow up, Mama. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not as intense as Orzammar.
No, but I mean, I've enjoyed having my daughter grow up around forests and streams instead of statues of chains. It's been good for her, I think. It's nothing, I like it here. It wasn't the city that made me leave, really. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't hurt. I don't know where we're gonna settle down now.
Well, you
Not
have
that far ahead.
all the ammunition you need to tell him that he shouldn't really see her again if he's gonna whisk her off and do things like this. Clearly he's not responsible as a father.
Really, I thought that it was important for her to have the influence of her father in her life, and I'm starting to think that is probably not actually even slightly the case.
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand how he could be so reckless with her, especially in his last letter to me about the case. He was saying, "Oh, I'm not even gonna tell her where you are or what's going on with you because I don't want her to go run off into danger after you." Yet that wasn't a consideration for bringing
he doesn't
her
have that
along into
right.
danger.
He does not have that right. Howie.
No, he doesn't treat her like a person. He just treats her like a little nuisance. And that's not how people, that's just so,
Mm-hmm. I do know.
My main thing is I don't want to physically destroy him in front of Rainey because I think that would be traumatic for her.
Yes.
I want to handle that in a way that doesn't cause lasting psychological damage.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll send her off with Aranan so that I can dispense some justice. I don't know. I don't want to. As much as I would love to, it would feel good to beat the crap out of him. I don't think that I really wanted. I don't think that it would satisfy me, but not really.
No.
Do.
Yeah, I understand, and that's why I am always so restrained when I am around them. But believe you me, there has been more than one occasion where I've wanted to take my blacksmith's hammer and put it right in his baby maker.
Yeah. That might be the solution.
Well,
my friends are calling Dirk the Dick.
it's quite the title.
Yeah.
I mean,
fitting.
Were we living underground, a lot of the times we do take names that are titles connected to our achievements. And I feel like that one
This is only one, really.
It's quite fitting. Yeah, I trust you will get this sorted one way or the other. You know how to handle yourself. I thought you will. But I do agree not to bring any violence.
I just want her to be okay, Mama.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And she'll pull you in for a hug. Give you a big old squeeze.
Somewhat uncharacteristically, Kenna will relax and nuzzle in to her mama's shoulder and just probably cry.
She she knows the spot that you playing with your hair a little bit or giving you the little squeezes. It is good to have you here, baby.
It's good to be here.
And you'll get her back. And then we'll make a plan from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. because I know you have enjoyed raising her around a forest. Some nice spots up here, at least for the time being, while Ferelden deals with what it's dealing with.
The world's falling apart, but as long as she's okay.
God, it's just hard to believe. Like, I don't want to deny that it's happening, because I'm sure that it is. You guys have seen things.
If I hadn't seen for myself, I'd have trouble believing it, but things as they are, it's playing on repeat pretty much every night when I try to sleep. So yeah, it's real.
Yeah, there are many dwarves who have grown up knowing this threat, not with the blight, but with the darkspawn. And I remember, I never actually saw one, but I used to get nightmares when I was a little girl before we moved up here. And I just kept having bad dreams that they were gonna come and break into our home. I don't know. I always used to get such nightmares about them, you know? You hear all kinds of stories. And there's plenty of our lot that go and deal with it. And a lot of surfacers don't appreciate the horrors of the darkspawn. And I'm very sorry that now you know about those horrors.
A whole new appreciation for those that go out and deal with it on purpose.
Yeah. Well, that's what the surfacers have Grey Wardens for, right? Were there Grey Wardens there? I don't know if you know. How close were you to everything?
I mean, we got out of Lothering like right in the nick of time. You know, I saw over my shoulder buildings collapsing and people getting, you know, town's not really there much anymore.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. God, I can't even.
Heard some worrying things about the Grey Wardens too. Coming up here.
What kind of things?
We did hear that this is above the table. We did hear that there's only 2 left, right?
Mm-hmm. There's rumors that they have somehow betrayed the king.
Yeah, someone on the road said that they betrayed the king and that
Grey Wardens.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know. That sounds weird to me, but people are saying there's a lot of them died, and I think last I heard Logain's trying to raise a freaking ruckus back home. I don't know. It's a whole mess. King is dead. I don't know if you heard if that news has made its way this far. Yeah.
Oh, well, shit.
Country's fallen into collapse. I hope the sea is enough to stop them, because it's a mess down there.
Terrifying.
Yeah. All right, not to bring home terrors and nightmares, but I meant it when I said it's been hell getting here.
I know, and she'll be rubbing at the top of your arms. I know. I'm glad when you bring troubles back here because it gives me a chance to help you through them. And you know, if that whole hullabaloo is gonna keep going and there being no Grey Wardens to deal with this is a problem. We could look to, you know, get go bags ready just in case.
Honestly, that's probably a good call.
Okay. Well, your father is going to grumble about this, but
What else is new? He always finds a way to grumble, even with a smile on his face.
yeah, it's part of his charm.
I
Okay.
understand too.
Yeah, he's missed you as well. He just expresses it in his own way.
I don't know.
All right. Well, there's a plate there with some biscuits and little cake things that I had sitting around. The cake things are maybe like a couple days old, but they'll be fine. Let's bring them through to everyone.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks. Just
Yeah.
pulls her back and squeezes her.
She gives you, and you know, like she is also a very strong woman, so she gets her arms like around like your waist and back and just gives you that good like back popping hug. Yeah. Come on.
Nobody hugs like you, Mama.
Well, you do. I've instilled that in you.
Picked up all the important things.
All the good bits come from me.
Yeah, Dad did some put in some work. Give him credit.
I suppose. Yeah, I guess he did. Give you that pretty face. It's just to walk through. So the pair of them will emerge with some sweet treats that maybe you're thinking, I've already eaten enough. But you know, it's one of those homecomings where it just keeps coming. On the off chance you might still be hungry or craving some sugar, because there is such a thing as a pudding tummy. That's what we call it here. You've ate the meal, you feel food, and then the prospect of dessert comes around. You're like, you know, I have a little bit of room left. Okay. So you're able to enjoy that, and you are going to get put up here. It's going to require sleeping on some couches and what have you, but that's fine, I'm assuming, for a lot of you, given that large part of your journey has been sleeping on the road. Yeah, it's a quiet night, but I know that there's some of you where it's not necessarily restful. The morning will roll around. Breakfast is already sorted and ready for you. There's a couple of things that some of you want to achieve in Kirkwall, and certainly in terms of being able to track down where they took Rainy. You have been told of one dwarf in the city who was the one that has assigned them this task of trying to find a deep roads entrance. A recce just to find the entrance and then come back again, to be sure. But perhaps that is a good source of information to try and figure out where you're going next. Aside from that, what's some other plans? I know a couple of you, but maybe you can discuss it over breakfast.
So what are we doing?
Well, I'd like to track Bartram down and see what information you can give me about where my daughter is or could be. Also probably stock up. We're trying to find a cart for Jessica to bring, because I had to leave the last one behind.
Get a card.
Did we leave the cart? Because I had a cart.
You guys have a little cart. You don't. I don't think you guys have a transport cart, but you have a small one for carrying stuff.
Yeah.
But the cart that no, you did. You had one with your blacksmith stuff in it.
Yeah.
Mhm. So a little one, certainly.
I want to find a bigger cart.
I mean, just thinking of riding in style.
We're also gonna have Rainy on the way back, presumably.
Right.
So
Mhm.
maybe something. Can...
Well, should we find Bertrand first, just so we know how long we have, like how much supplies we need?
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, maybe by some luck they're just one day away. Have like, you know, 8 stops to make. They're all really close together.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Mhm.
Yeah, that could happen, right?
Yeah, maybe they'll be back by the time we even ask Bertrand what's going on.
Right? They'll just walk right in the door and we can just yell at him in town.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just yelling at him?
I think we're gonna play it by ear.
Okay. So I can... Well...
Set his head on fire?
No, but I can throw a big rock at him. Like a boulder.
That works too.
And Arya's actually gonna look at Kenna. Actually, that's a good question. How active are the Templars here? I've never been
we'd
here
be outside of
before.
the city. I wouldn't do it in the city.
Well,
officially they do not play an active role in the government, but unofficially everyone knows that's bullcrap.
Yeah. You would also know that the place that you stopped off at when you first came in here is called the Gallows. And that is actually where the circle is. So it's not just that there's Templars here, there's an entire mage circle here, which suggests that the Templar activity is intensely high. More so on the Gallows than it is in the city proper, but they're around. Yeah.
I say all that.
Thank you, Kenna.
So,
I just mean maybe don't throw giant rocks and things.
Yeah, we didn't do it in the city.
Yeah.
Flashback to what we just left.
That was a whole different story.
Plus, Dirk is a city guard. So
I can hit him with my
unless you're dealing
staff.
with it permanently.
I can hit him with my staff.
I more mean anyone who's
throw
around
a big
him.
rock at his head if I really want to.
Just
you know, I will just ask. I know we've been very casually throwing around the idea of brutalizing this man. I just don't want my daughter to see it if that's the route we get forced into. Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, there's plenty of us. We can grab Rainy and just peace out.
Yeah, I'm gonna start by giving him a piece of my mind, and if he seems like he needs it to be emphasized, then we can go from there. But I can hurt people with my words too. I'm pretty
versatile.
Yeah, I put my mind to it.
Should we go talk to this guy?
Yeah, so maybe give it to him first.
No time at the present.
Let me just, and he just shoves whatever breakfast is left in his mouth.
Yeah, it's a good hearty breakfast.
I'm actually gonna approach Kenna's parents for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember their names. I got it on a piece of paper.
What? You don't remember my parents' names?
What's my mother's name?
Thank you for that. No, I don't. I wrote down
Byron and
Bertrand,
Sarev.
and that's all. Thank you.
It's okay.
So
I was
Sarev,
furiously looking for the sticky note that I have them written on. I don't either.
Mother is
Uh,
probably at work now, but Dwyron, the dad, is currently taking a couple days off work because he's hurt his hip. So he's
I feel that personally.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
I will approach him and just I need to check something. How much money do I actually have? Because I know it's not a lot because I'm piss poor broke.
No, you all have 1 gold,
well,
30 something
Did we
silver.
split that? I don't know if we kept that in
Yeah.
a party bag. Party bag. No.
That was the split: 1 gold, 37 silver, 5 copper.
Okay.
Yeah.
we kept
So
getting
given that you guys
pieces
have
at it, so.
yeah gold piece, y'all have that's decent money in Dragon Age terms.
Yeah, and I had some silver previous to that moment in my own pocket. But I will approach the dad.
Mm-hmm.
Just excuse me.
Hello.
Just right here. Hey, so I'm Oriana. My mother Kara is with us.
Yes.
Do you know of a place she can stay while we're here?
She can stay here.
Like, she's like fiddling with like her shirt,
Yeah.
but I'm like, oh,
I mean, unless you don't want to.
Okay.
I mean, of course, you know, friends of Kenna are always given everything that you lot are going through, and you help get my daughter here safely. Of course, she can stay.
okay.
I'll
We
tell
have some
her.
money. Oh no. Okay, that's not my. Nope, not my.
No,
mm-mm.
she'll feel the same way. She would be
Okay.
completely aghast if I was to say no. And I'd get my ear talked off. It's fine.
We have some money that we can help with, or if there's things you'll need. Mom and I are pretty good at things. Well, things is not specific. Honestly, hunting, but we're really dexterous too, so we can help around if you need it.
I won't say no to you bringing in some nice meat for supper, but beyond that, don't worry about money.
Okay,
It's fine. It's fine. Honestly,
thank you.
she'll enjoy having someone to feed. She'll have somebody that she can sit and chat and gossip with. She'll be in her element. And it means that I don't have to sit and be gossiped at. So it's
no, that
great
makes
for
sense.
me. Yeah.
My mom is. We're from a port town, so just ask her questions about the people she's met. She'll talk for hours. So
Great, that sounds perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, it's okay. Yeah. We're like I say, grateful that you've helped Kenna get here, and sounds like y'all are gonna go and deal with that shite. So
Yeah, we're happy to have her.
I'm
And I'm gonna pill bug away. No, I'm just kidding.
grateful for how do you do what the It's like-
I can't. I'm joking.
What if
I think
gets
she wants to.
around?
Like the look on her face is like, I want to pill bug. Nope, Oriana, that's weird. Don't do it. Listening, like, yes. Sorry, what?
I'm grateful for everything that you have done up to this point, and everything you will continue to do.
Thanks for taking some.
Yeah. Is there anything you all need before you go?
Just directions. Where can we find that little man who let them go?
Yes.
She's trying not to say mean things.
Mhm. So is he.
Yeah.
Well, if you find anything out, you let us know, and then we will help with directions.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do. And then just any information you have on hunting, my mom would take it so we can help get meat.
Sure. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot out there once you get out into the wilderness a little.
Okay.
There is good hunting up Sundermount, but there's a Dalish clan there right now, and sometimes it can get a little.
Oh, I think she's well.
Let's see.
Obviously, it's not the same clan, but you know.
Not that I think that she would have a problem, but occasionally they get a little defensive about boundaries around their camp. So.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. She's we were beside the Brazilian forest. And,
Oh, right, yeah.
so we met them before. No, obviously not. They're not all. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Ironically enough, they were down there. You know?
Yeah, they are. They actually are.
Yeah.
But on the table, it's the same people.
But yeah,
We don't know that.
he has no reason to know that.
Oriana has no idea.
Great. Well, anything you need while you're in town, you just let me know. It'd be nice to feel useful. I can't work right now, so.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do. Thank you. Okay. And she's just like, how do I end this conversation? I don't know.
It's like taking us a couple of steps backwards so you don't make it awkward by pill bugging, but getting far enough away to then start pill bugging.
A little bit. And I think she kind of like her body kind of no. Okay, just turn around and just walks away to rejoin everybody.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Are we heading out to see Bartrand?
Aranan's packed and standing by the door.
Fair. All right. Okay. Yes, we can all go and deal with that just now. I'm assuming we're all ready because some of us didn't.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, and then also we'll just tell Kara like, hey, you can, like they said it was okay. You can stay here.
Yeah. She immediately then feels the need to go and help like clean up the kitchen after breakfast. You know how it is. So she's like, I'll go make
mom stuff.
Well. Yeah.
And we'll let her know like, hey, we'll go hunting later. Like fun, like yay, we can go do fun
like,
things. Maybe
legitimately, it's like, oh my god, that'd be so great.
Yeah. You know,
yeah.
back to the old ways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then also pill bugs, but in a more fun way.
Yeah.
But yes, ready.
Fab. What about Phelan?
What about Phelan?
That's the most Phelan answer.
That was the most. Yeah, you guys are all getting ready to go and packed up, and you look over at Phelan, who's just like sitting there, like zoned out, like. You good, friend?
I am. I'm ready.
Okay.
I have my little backpack. It's not like the big bag that he's been carrying this entire time.
It's a day bag.
It's a day bag. It's a day bag that he has some important things in. Some wallet, keys, for what we don't know.
It's one device that I can talk to people on.
Yeah. Water, snacks.
Do you take your staff with you?
I need that to cast any and all magic, don't I?
No.
Okay. Because there is a circle nearby, I think Phelan, right after Oriana leaves, Phelan like pops his head in the doorway for where Kenna's dad is.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Could I leave this here and it shows the staff.
Just a big, slow eyebrow raise. Yes.
It's very important to me, so I just want to make sure that it'll be safe here.
Yes. Sure. You can leave it in the spare room where you guys were staying. That's fine. I will look after that.
Okay, thank you. And then he goes and leaves.
Yeah. He's gonna watch you leave and then immediately go and look for Kenna. you know the sound of your father's footsteps, especially because it's like ever so slightly off beat because of the bad hip. Comes in, clears his throat beside you.
Hey, Pop.
Hey, can we have a word before you go?
Yeah, of course. What's up?
And we'll kind of indicate for you to come with him. And goes into a room and then does the, you're not really whispering. You're trying to speak in hushed tones, but then it just sounds more insistent and noticeable. You have a mage with you.
Is he still telling that to everybody we meet?
No, he came in and asked you
Great.
to look after that big, interesting looking stick he is carrying around. I'm just connecting some dots.
Yeah. I cannot confirm nor deny because that would be potentially unsafe to confirm were it to be the case. But I'll let you think what you want to think about it.
Okay. Now I'm not.
No.
But
no, you
but
raised
they
me to be
do.
a very tolerant person, and I appreciate that.
Them out there.
Yeah, it's probably good he leaves that here. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Okay. Just be careful now, because I don't want you getting any flack or having to defend off against those tin can assholes.
Hey, I'll be careful. He knows to be careful, I think.
Okay.
And if we get some flack, I got chainmail on and he doesn't, so I am gonna try to intercept some of the flack. But you know, we're gonna it'll be on the move away from the flack. You know.
Okay, because if you need help with any of that, you just let me know. I have a sore hip, but my
hobble
arms
at
are
him?
fine. I can still
You shouldn't.
use a sword very well. Thank you very much.
You should not.
But I can when I need to.
Yeah, if they come to you and stand still for you. Hey, let this generation do the fighting. It's all right, Pops. You enjoy your restful days off.
Okay.
Leave that hip in its socket while it can. You know?
You're right, yeah. I did not raise you to be this disrespectful, he says as he grumbles his way away. There's a tone in his voice that is slightly amused, however, because he did actually raise you to be very sarcastic. But
Yeah,
just not aimed at him. Yeah.
This was not supposed to be the outcome.
Yeah. Directing it at me,
I
the
learned
weapon
it
I
from
armed you
watching
with. How
you,
dare?
Dad.
Yeah.
Phelan has hitting the staff in that room in a way where it is no longer, you cannot see it. It is hidden. Where is it? We hope he'll remember.
We'll leave the room, come up to Phelan, and just sort of like pat him on the shoulder, and say, "Don't worry, my dad's a good guy. He's not gonna tell anybody."
Oh, I figured. I mean, they raised you.
Well, that's gonna make me cry.
Oh,
No,
good or
cry.
bad? Okay.
Good. I'm flattered. Let's go. Let's just. Is everybody ready?
Okay.
Is everybody ready to go?
He's still unsure if he did anything wrong.
Iranan's like 20 feet down the road.
Yeah, you're just
facing
like,
back to you guys like, are we going?
I think Oriana's with you, just like, okay. Like,
I'm sorry.
Friendship groups tend to be split in half. Sometimes, a little more on one side or the other. Of people who are like ready with like a good 50 minutes to spare early from the time that you agreed to do the things, and the people who arrive an hour late just feel like, oh hi.
Phelan's always on time. He's just like exactly on time and not, 15
That's
minutes
fair.
early.
Which tracks, that's very Phelan.
Yeah.
Yes, so you are all able to head off. Now, Kenna, you're going to be the one who knows how to get to the Dwarven merchant area of Hightown, which is, interestingly enough, roughly a stone's throw. Like, if you really got a good angle up, you could throw a stone from this area to where the Blooming Rose is. At least in the computer games. But you guys are able to head. For many of you, this will be the first time kind of coming up and into Hightown, and it does feel like a completely different city. Like, this is a city where you can visibly see class divides in many ways. The building materials have changed and things look clean, and there's greenery. Things actually grow here. You wouldn't have believed it until you got here. And it's a very different atmosphere. There is a merchant square here as well. There's a market of sorts where there's various stalls of people selling various things. Some of them will try to get your attention as you walk past them and be like, "Oh, you look like you enjoy carpets. I have carpets to sell." As you
I do enjoy carpets.
munching on them, if you will. But if you
We were all thinking it, all right?
we
We're all
you know
thinking
what?
it.
I set it up.
It's my job to yeah. Someone has to pick it up, okay? So you
Oh, we're talking about you.
walk through this area, perhaps seeing some things that you might want to come back to now that you have a bit of coin in your pocket. But there is a mission in front of you, and this area that you walk into has several stalls here. Again, you don't see them in the computer game, but it is implied that they are there. And various dwarves. If I could get a perception searching, if you feel you have something else you would like to roll for this, let me know, but it's definitely in that wheelhouse of seeing if you can figure out and remember which one is Bertrand, and if not, perhaps you can then go and ask around.
Cunning to remember with my brain.
Cunning.
I can roll perception.
No,
instead
you
if
can
works.
you can roll cunning to at least see if you remember him. That's not necessarily going to help you find him visually, but you know.
All right.
Yes, and
I'll just roll perception.
roll what you want. Roll what you want, baby.
Courage.
Courage. I'd like to roll willpower, please.
Dang.
Dang, 14. 14's fine. 14's good enough. You do recall, I would say you probably remember his brother more. His brother is Varric Tethris, who's quite famous. Not just in this city and not just with dwarves, like, you know, around Thedas. He's a novelist, storyteller, very charismatic. But his main heartland is here in Kirkwall. The brother you probably know less about, but you do know him. I'm gonna look up a little image for the player's sake. Apologies, chat, but if you want to, you can always Google Barton Tethris. Just so you get
I literally just opened the wiki of him. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. There's some interesting things in there that you'll find. But he is blonde hair. He's got those beautiful blue eyes that their family has. Strong beard and facial hair, which Varric does not have. Through choice, he chooses to present the chest hair instead.
He should.
As he should. I guess from memory, you haven't had a massive amount of dealing with him, but you do know that Bertrand of the two of them is a bit of a grumpy kind of asshole who's very focused on money and profits and prestige and general hubris issues. So 40, yeah, it's enough. That's enough. You could probably see him with 3 other people standing around him. He is holding court essentially and talking to them in a way that's very much trying to hold their attention. How do you think you would approach him to try and interject? Would you wait? Would you call over to him? Give him a piece of your mind? What are you doing? What are you doing, girl?
What did you say he was talking to?
Just 3 other people. All dwarves. I would say one of them you know vaguely as somebody who doesn't live in Kirkwall but comes in frequently, so is part of the Merchant Guild. And other 2 you don't recognize, but by the way that they're dressed, probably work on whatever ship it is that this guy to's and fro's on.
Okay. I think I will just approach. Not necessarily like say anything to interrupt, but just like walk up, wait for a good spot in the conversation.
Sure. Are you all gonna go up? Or are we stepping
her
back
up.
and just leaving her doing it on her own.
I'm playing it by cues kind of thing if Kenna doesn't look like she wants accompanying.
I feel like Phelan would start going up and then just stop and then take a step back.
Stands in the middle of two groups like, what is socially acceptable
yeah.
here?
It goes back to Aaron and Oriana. Stands behind them.
Yeah,
I
because
don't think.
Oriana was gonna stay back a little bit, but she's, it kind of like eyes over. You know how someone's looking at you and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
She's kind of that person just like staring like lasers. This dude, like, stop talking. We have important shit. Talk to Kada. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be hands on hips. It's the indignant friends standing back up.
Phelan's like
Okay.
between them, so you can just like see his eyes, but he's squinting. He's staring.
So you guys are stood back. You're able to go to approach this group. It's going to take him a minute because he's mostly focused on the people that are there, but you maybe stand off to the side and realize he's not paying attention to you because this place is kind of busy, so you maybe just like shift around just a little just to catch in eye line. And he will pause what he's saying when he sees that you're standing waiting, it seems, and he's like, I'll catch up with you guys later. I'll go get some drinks. Can I help you?
Yeah, hi, Bartrand. I don't know if you remember me. I haven't been in town for a while. My name's Kenna. Sorry to interrupt your business. My ex-husband, Dirk, is currently doing some work for you, from what I understand.
Yes.
And he made the questionable parenting decision to bring our daughter along with him. And I would like to make sure that my daughter is safe. So I was just, any information you could give me about where their traveling troupe has adventured to, I would love to know so I can chase after him.
He's taking his daughter with him, you say?
Yeah. She was pretty insistent on getting out and seeing some sights, and well, Dirk doesn't have a backbone to be able to tell a 10-year-old what's wise and what's not, so I wasn't there to.
I know nothing about that,
Talk to
but
sense.
yeah, he's gone with a group. There's a sizable group of them that have gone to scout some locations for me. It shouldn't be inherently dangerous work. They're not going to start fights anywhere.
It's just.
I understand your
times.
concern for that. So I will help in that matter all that I can. But the very nature of scouting for a location means I cannot give you a pinpoint of exactly where. I know some areas that he was told not to go to, so that might be able to help. Anything west of here has been ruled out, so they're definitely somewhere to the east. How far north they decide to go, I'm not sure. I think he spoke of hugging around the foot of Sundermount.
Okay.
So anywhere from that and south towards the coast is probably your best bet. The exact natures of it, I'm afraid I can't help with that. But
Right. They're searching for a spot, yeah.
But it is ruled out an entire half of the region around here too. And obviously the sea helps with figuring that out. Do you have a map of the area? Or?
I don't think I do. Do you happen to have one? Help me.
Uh,
Or know of a cartographer in the area?
Yeah, I have a friend who does maps that I'm sure we could pick you one up if you have the coins for them.
Yeah,
Maybe it
sure.
will help you with ruling places out. I can mark a couple things on there for you if you like.
That would be no end of help. I really appreciate it. Besides, this way you get your crew gets to get checked up on for free without you having to pay anything for it. So, win-win.
Absolutely, yes. Knowing that they are safe is, of course, very important.
Right.
You don't know how much you really believe that.
I don't at all.
No. Yeah.
I guess I'll be back with a map.
Yeah. Well, I can go and speak to my friends if you like. Do you have maybe a silver piece for a map?
Oh yeah, sure.
I could go and
Hand 'em over.
fetch you one. And he like his eyes are gonna clock three people looking kind of angrily at him, and he's like, "Are they with you?"
Yeah, and I think I'm
Hey.
leaning to Oriana at that point and just sort of saying like, still managing to get money out of her.
That's my extremely protective group of friends. Yes.
Okay. Well, you're in no danger from me, he'll say as he kind of wanders off to go and find the person to get the map from.
Huddle up to the friend group. All right. He's getting me a map so he can mark some stuff on it. Doesn't know exactly where they are, but he knows where they are not. And I think they're planning on skirting around the mountain. So best lead we got. Might need a little bit of supplies if it's gonna be indirect of a trek.
We can stock up today and head out.
Yeah.
Well, depends on how long it takes to stock up.
I also think we should ask what group he sent. I mean, I heard he said that they didn't expect danger, but it'd be really stupid just to not send people who could fight to entrances to the deep road.
Right. He said it was a pretty big group, which does give me some comfort.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, how many of them are adults?
Yeah, maybe it's just a gaggle of children. Who knows?
Did seem surprised. I don't think Dirk alerted him that there would be a child going on the trip.
Yeah, he didn't really seem mad about it though. So
no, it was. He seemed almost amused about it, which I'm not gonna dig into him about because he's given me information about it. But it doesn't really surprise me. His looks around to make sure he's not nearby again yet. His general callousness towards the situation does not particularly surprise me. I thought I was gonna have to pull teeth to get him to help, but it must be a good day.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Eventually, he is going to come back and wanders over to you. Directly to you, Kenna is trying to ignore the very protective friend group that you alerted him to, and will present you with a map, and kind of indicates to a small table that is on one of the stalls nearby. Come over and I'll mark these things for you, shall I? Okay. So he. Well, is it just you that goes over?
I was actually hoping Ariana would be like,
You can come with, because he didn't say
invite.
only Kenna, so you guys can interpret that however you choose. If you're like, oh, we can all go over, great, and just yeah.
and while we're walking, Oriana wants to ask very specifically, how long ago did they leave?
It's been about 3 days.
Okay. Hoping to whatever he shows us, like how many people there were, how long they've been gone, how fast they move, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So he will lay out the map of Thedas, and around about where Kirkwall is, there's a very big river that sort of feeds into the Waking Sea. On the western side of that is the Planazine Forest. He kind of rules out, he's just like, they're not going to have gone in there. We've already done scouting in that area. He's still choosing not to tell you what they're scouting for, despite the fact you've been told. He has no interest in telling you that because he doesn't know how much you know. Just to the north of Kirkwall, he'll sort of draw in a little area about where Sundermount is, and say, so it's the area everywhere hugging the base of the mountain and then sweeping south. So depending on how effective and good at their jobs they're being will determine how much they've managed to sweep.
Did they start in Cindermount?
I believe so. So you can retrace steps or try to cut them off and hope for the best. Go the opposite direction and see where you meet them.
How many were there? What kind of party is it?
There's 10. A couple of them said they were going to see if they had any friends who were interested in joining, but it's just the 10 that I organized and I'm giving money to. It is people who are equipped to deal with wildernesses and the dangers you can find within, and being able to read the land, that sort of. It's a scouting party, but armed enough to be able to deal with problems, and he'll say that as he looks to Kenna, knowing that you are worried about the safety of your daughter. So. Now, taking his daughter with him is not something that he and I agreed upon, so I am not holding any responsibility for what he has chosen to do with the child. It is on his head. Which I'm sure he will remind him.
Yeah, it is on his head. Trust me. Well, thank you. I really appreciate this.
Of course. I hope you are able to achieve what you need to.
Like, good.
Does he look like he's holding out on us? I have to ask.
Ooh,
Especially because he's like, it's not that dangerous, but they're
yeah,
all
yeah,
armed.
yeah.
Like-
Sure. You can roll me. Insight is in perception in this game. It's a empathy roll. But it's just perception if you do not have empathy.
Yeah, I only have perception. Roll 20's being slow. One moment. Oh, 16.
Beautiful.
Fast down points. Not that matters, but I'll take it.
Yeah. The 5 still points will absolutely matter. You're noticing a few things, and I'm going to wrap a couple things into those stunts.
Okay.
He's very much shirking and choosing his language carefully to be like, I'm not going to be held responsible for anything happening to that child. So he is covering his own back there, and is very much making that point clear. He's emphasizing the points again about it is a scouting job and they're equipped to deal with the dangers of the wilderness, which is a very broad catch-all for, if you happen upon bandits or giant spiders, they'll be able to deal with it, but their mission is scouting. To add the legitimacy to the job, the interesting thing for you is that you guys know that they're going looking for an entrance to the deep woods, and he has not mentioned that detail once, because entrance to the deep woods is actually very dangerous. If they chose to go in or close to it. So yeah, if you can see it and eyeball it and be like, yeah, I'm sure that's totally fine, but usually that, it might be more involved in that, and actually involve making sure to actually enter.
Yeah, it's not just a cave. It's
which
an
is
actual
actually
deep
very
roads entrance.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
choosing not to mention the deep roads once. Which seems very pointed. Like he's making a point of not mentioning that. Now, there could be a couple of reasons to that. Maybe it is just about not wanting to paint up the danger to it, but why are they looking for an entrance to the deep roads in the blight?
He's protecting his business.
So yeah. There's clearly profit in this that he is being mindful of.
think, do we all get that, or just
Just you.
Oriana's?
Yeah,
Okay.
just you with that roll.
Eranon certainly doesn't.
No.
Half your roll.
I'll be
Seems
there.
like a nice businessman. It's nice that he's helping us with this map
Yeah.
and he's like annotated it for us and he's wishing us luck. That's great. That's nice.
I don't see the problem.
Kalen's distracted again.
I think you should come with us.
Yeah, right.
Fair that I will say,
Oriana's gonna do something. Oh, go ahead.
You see a couple of elves who all seem to be wearing, I guess you could call it uniform, who kind of move past this area and through another passageway, and maybe it's just seeing them, your mind wanders and becomes distracted by that.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
why are they wearing
elves.
uniforms? I thought slavery wasn't a thing here. I mean, kind of, it's not. They're staff, so it wouldn't be slavery, but it kind of is the same. That's his brain.
Yep. Sorry, what was
deep dive.
Oriana gonna do?
No, Oriana's gonna wait a little bit, just when the party starts moving, just kind of hang back and just stare at him. Yeah, she has something to say, but she doesn't want to derail us too much.
Yeah, if the group start to move, are the group happy with what he's giving you? Okay. So as they start to move away, maybe you haven't noticed, because Oriana's very good at what she does in terms of
Oh, look at me.
being unseen. Going unseen. So you haven't quite noticed yet that she's not following you. And he looks like he's going to go back to his business and then turns around and realizes that you're still there and you're staring at him. And he just raises an eyebrow. Can I help you?
You know damn well that they aren't looking for just regular things. You hired them so that they could fight at the deep road entrance if they need to.
Where did you get your intel?
I don't know if it matters. But if something does happen, I think it's definitely your fault then.
I didn't tell him to bring his child with him.
Did you tell him what he was going in for completely? Or
They
did you
all
just
know
hire him,
what
go,
they
it's going to be dangerous?
They're... I don't know what you're trying to accuse me of. They knew what they were signing up for. They agreed. They signed contracts.
Oh, can I see one?
No.
I wonder how many people around here would be, wanting to know about deep road entrances.
Perhaps. Not enough of them. Took me too long to gather a team to go and do this.
Or they thought they could do it better. Anyway, have a good one. And she's just gonna,
Yeah.
she basically just wants him to know,
Yeah,
you're not getting
I
out of
know.
this.
Yeah. You're pulling wool over my eyes. He will keep eyes on you as you're leaving until you are all out of sight.
I wish she was a little more petty, but yeah, no, okay. Because she'd be like, ta-ta.
Listen, we
Yeah.
all wish that we could say and do what we want to Bartran because he's
Right?
a dick.
I know, I'm trying to let my own personal
Yeah.
feelings into it, but just you're not as slick as you think you are, buddy. Anyway.
Yep.
So, yes,
My sister's wicked smart. How do you like those apples?
but yeah, she's gonna just kind of back up a couple steps and then just nod with the hood over her head and just walk away. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. When she catches up to the group, she's gonna catch up to Aranan and grab your arm.
Hey,
Hey. Sorry.
okay, did we leave you behind?
No. Just letting him know that he might have a little more responsibility than he's trying to wiggle out of. He's squiggly.
I give you a little grin, little shoulder bump.
Yeah. It's not gonna get away with that.
Well
Also,
done.
apparently they signed contracts, which I would be very interested to see when we get there.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if they really knew what they were looking for or how dangerous it'd be.
I'm sure they
I'm-
didn't.
Yeah, I'm not trying to give him credit for the record. Just, that it might be his stupidity and lying to them, too.
Yeah, I mean, a huge amount of responsibility still falls on Dirk's head, one way or the other.
Oh yeah. But were they misled? So
Most likely.
I just wanted him to know that we knew. Or well, at least one of
Wow.
us did. And his business might be affected if he didn't, fess up to it. Other people might like the Deep Roads, who knows? And there's a little skip, just,
Just smile and shake my head as I watch you bound up to the rest of the group.
The little dark side has been born in Oriana. It's fine.
Yeah, she's getting a taste for really sticking it to wealthy men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she liked it. But yeah.
I wonder where that came
We'll
from.
join the rest. I don't know.
Okay.
So really, even if we're getting paid, if your whole working class is elves, then really it's just still slavery.
And on that
Yeah.
note, everybody
Is Phelan saying this out loud?
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
monologue to Phelan
is
now?
still going on his own little
Yeah.
Wondering
Yeah,
what the
I mean,
elves
if
in
you just
elf
pay
uniform.
someone exactly enough to cover their rent and their expenses and their food, are they really getting paid?
Exactly, they're just surviving at that point. I mean, I guess Emily's gonna continue.
Yeah. The pair of you kind of catch up and can hear them having this conversation. And as you filter off into Kirkwall's beautiful marketplace again, we are going to take our break there, everybody. So we'll take 10 minutes and so just a very measured dab. 10 minutes to water yourself, or to pass water, or to stretch your legs, whatever you need. Go take 10 minutes break and be back with us in 10 minutes, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hi,
Hi,
everybody.
everyone.
I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to this Dragon Age story, Blood and Lyrium. There was some talking going on, some friendlier than others. And we are all now walking away from Bartran and the Dwarven merchant area of Kirkwall, and into the city proper again. Once more, there are people trying to catch your eyes and offer sales pitches and would you like a sample of something? And as you're walking away, there's maybe a couple priorities, given that you now have a bit of an idea about where you want to go. So strategizing where you want to go, how, what you're bringing, do you need to buy anything, and is there anything you want to do in Kirkwall before you leave? There's a few things to discuss here. Sounds like normally in our lives we let's go hit a cafe, let's go hit a bar, and we'll sit and talk, and plan these things. So if you wish to find a spot, I'm sure you could find a spot, or head back to Kenna's place. There's a few things to discuss, plan.
Rhiannon will follow the gang.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fred. Good timing. But she is antsy.
Okay.
She's worried about the 3-day lead, and she wants to get going as soon as.
Yeah.
Can I suggest something? This is Phelan.
Yeah, of course.
Can you clarify? This
Always.
is Phelan.
Yeah, that's Phelan.
Yeah, Phelan said that.
Yeah, Phelan said that.
Hi, Valen. You have the floor.
Yes, I have the talking stick. Actually, I left that at
Oh,
home.
you left it again.
So we can talk about what we can do and what supplies we need maybe on our way to the alienage, because they might also have a place to have food and drinks while we talk for free, or whatever donation we're able to spare. I know we all know this, but it's worth repeating the conveniences of this. And also then maybe we could also buy things from there and help that, and then we can go. Also, I don't want to keep going up and down the stairs.
Yeah, that's fair. There are many of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was actually a thought. Do you just want to go the alienage?
Sure.
Okay. I was honestly asking because that was a lot of information. I didn't actually catch half of that. So you want to go to the alienage?
We can talk about this at the alienage.
Got it. Okay. That was so much. He literally just said a whole paragraph. Anyway.
I don't know what
With
you
no
expect from me.
punctuation in the middle of it.
Yeah, no
No, it's a
punctuation
run-on sentence.
whatsoever. There was at least 4 different main points there. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, if you think they'll have supplies, yeah.
It might. Also, our island's there, so we might be able to get more, less expensive supplies.
Do you think they maybe have travelers there?
Oh, they
If
might
they've been on the
actually.
roads? Yeah, we might see if they have
Yeah.
information.
Oh, you mean if they've like seen them?
Yeah.
Seen
Yeah.
the party out? That'd be great.
I don't know if they travel a lot, but it might be worth trying to ask. And if anything, Rylan knows more people here than we do, right?
Mhm.
So that he might have someone who knows more than we do. But
So it's sort of a magnet for news.
yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of worried. They've been gone for 3 days already.
Yeah, I'd like not to linger too long.
Okay. I might go see if my mom's up for coming with us. She tracks well, so.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can pick up your staff if you want, Phelan. You know, your walking stick that you use. Looks around. Just because it's gonna be
Your
rough
staff,
terrain.
as in the people that you employ.
Yeah.
We can pick them up on our way. Yeah.
Looks
yeah,
at
yeah.
how he's dressed. Sure.
Phelan's
I
like
thought
an
you
elf
told me not
unicorn.
to mention it.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, I can get that for you, and make sure to not mention anything around us. Yeah.
If that's safe, I mean, if not, I could leave it. I don't want to get us in trouble. It's not,
Well,
you know.
let's put it this way: worst case scenario, we catch them at a darkspawn entrance, or not darkspawn, sorry, Deep Road's entrance, and it's bad. So I don't know.
Okay.
Just we'll wrap like one of your feet or something, and be like, he has to use it to walk.
You'll grab my feet?
Wrap your foot.
Oh.
Wrap it.
Phelan's been hitting the elf root.
No, I heard we'll grab your feet and say you need it. I'm like, yeah, I
Just
need my
drag you
foot
by
to
your
walk.
fucking foot. This is mine now.
That's immediately what I thought about. So that's immediately what he thought about.
Oh
Mhm,
no.
mhm, mhm.
But yes, we can, give the
Mhm.
illusion you need it for walking. But yeah.
Okay. We'll do that. I mean, we'll have to
Okay.
stop by. We're walking and talking. Well, Phelan's walking towards the direction. He does not know where the aliens actually is.
Hey, bud.
Yeah.
Aliens is this way. I don't know
Oh.
if you're okay.
No,
Just-
I don't know where I'm going, actually.
Yeah. I appreciate the get up and go attitude, but
I'm trying to be efficient.
yeah, it's
not
more
working
efficient
out.
to go towards it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Mhm.
just follow me. It's all good.
Okay.
I'll go get my mom and your staff, and then, maybe ask Kenna's parents very nicely if they have things for us to pack. If not, I can ask them where to go. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Kill bugs away.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh no. Yeah.
Okay. And then the
It's like
Okay,
a
if
Beyblade.
it
you
works,
just-
yells at that, and if like coins or like rings appeared, I mean, I'd be willing. Just saying.
Yeah.
We get money.
Loop loop. Let's go. Okay. Then there were three. We were all going to the alienage.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Aranon loves alienage.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys will head through Lowtown. Again, you're having to pass by the Hanged Man, which one of you is happy and comfortable with and know the story behind. The others are like,
We
As-
have to
as
keep
Kenna walks
going
by.
past.
As Kenna walks by, she reaches up and just like taps the head.
yeah. just swings a little. It's solid because it's a statue, but it like the top part is a chain enough for that. There's a little bit of wiggle room. I imagine there was a challenge for like the kids growing up here to like take the running jumps to try and hit it, because kids do that. Because kids do that in corridors here where they try to like hit the light or hit the ceiling, take a running jump and see who can smack the head to actually make it move, because it's heavy. Yeah.
Kenna does it, she does it in a way that it's like there is no thought behind it. It is like purely a routine activity. Like she does this every time she walks by.
So you guys just see Kenna just like biff the head and it starts to and says nothing, just walks past, just instinct. Not terribly far from here. You have to go down some stairs into the alienage here. It is mostly built of buildings that are about maybe 8 to 9 stories high, things all stacked on top of each other. There is the very large tree. This one is painted. It's really quite beautiful, actually. It's been painted all around the base, and the branches that reach down low enough have little things tied to it, and there's gifts and offerings and candles and little figurines that people tend to leave. But it is a spiritual heart to the alienage. Not every city elf that lives in there, in an alienage, is going to feel connected to cultural roots with a tree like that. It becomes kind of instinctual that it's almost like the city elf version of it, as opposed to connecting to things the way that the Dalish do. But frequently, people who end up in these places were Dalish, and they do worship the Evanirus, the old elven gods. Tends to be a bit of a mishmash depending on your personal background. And there's quite a number of elves who are out and about in their daily business. There's a couple stalls here as well that offer things, typically more general goods, odds and ends, selling a little bit of everything, rather than being like, this is where you buy your silks and that's where you get spices, and it's a little bit of everything. And it's close enough to the docks where you get that stagnant seawater kind of. Woof. It do be smelling interesting down here.
Phelan is going to, the first thing he's gonna do, which is what he did in the last She was, I like to think that in the ship he was working on another little whittling project, and it is another hala. And he just kind of puts it in amongst the offerings, amongst the roots of the tree, and just gives a silent prayer before turning back. And he's like, this is big, but can I see Rylan? He probably can't. He's like, I know, he's here somewhere.
He would be here somewhere.
Yeah.
Sure. What approach, what skill do you feel you would be using to try and find him?
Not any that I have, I'm sure.
Can I give the help action? I don't know if that's what, as he's my contact, would I be able to give
He
likely...
is your contact. Yeah. I mean, you can either roll as well, or give Phelan a +1, essentially.
You want to roll because I don't have anything in my perception. I'll roll.
It doesn't have to be perception, because you could be going around using communication and just asking around. Like there are that's
yeah,
why
because Phelan's gonna do that.
What you want?
I mean, I can only really help if I know that you're looking for him, I guess.
Well, he's kind of sticking his head up. I don't know if he's saying anything, but he's like looking around. Very obviously, like people are probably looking at him.
It's Phelan. He's talking out loud. Now I wonder where Raylan might be.
No, he's not talking out loud. He was talking to Kenna before. It's different. But I'll. Why do I have to scroll down? 13. It's not horrible.
It's not horrible.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, no, it's a little tricky. You're not seeing him in any obvious kind of fashion out here, no. I guess given that Phelan's not telling you what he's doing, you can see that he's looking around for something.
What are you looking for, Phelan?
Ah,
I'm going to hit some food stalls because I want to make sure that we've got enough supplies. Are you looking for something?
I'm looking for Rylan.
Ryan, I can ask around
Well,
as I buy the food. Maybe he has certain places he kind of hangs out.
sure. I
I
should
don't know
go with
Kirkwall very well.
you.
Yeah, come with me.
We
And you
should
see
all
that
stick together.
Aranan's literally got like a shopping list
Yeah.
that she was writing out this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you get feed for Jessica.
We should stick together.
Yeah.
All right. You were able to get some basics in the food stall. I would like to know how much you're getting. We don't have. It's not so much about money. I just want to know how much you have.
I can tell you.
Mm-hmm. And then
So
I'll get you rolling for Rylan.
Yeah. So basically, as I go to the various stores, I will be asking about Rylan, like with each store, so I can roll a communication at that. So
Yes.
but she's hoping that basically Kara, Oriana, and herself will hunt and get meat each day. So she wants things that will like last for a week on the road. So she's looking for an assortment of root veg, herbs and spices, butter, flour, salt, maybe a bit of salted fish, and then feed for Humperdinck and Jessica.
How many days worth? That's the what I'm needing. Is that how
going for a week.
Like yeah.
A week's worth.
Okay. So
What
a week's
season
worth
are
of
we in?
basic things
Sorry.
to cook with. I don't know.
And that was the other bit I was going to add. She might even pick up like a few more utensils and pots and stuff to.
Okay. To put on one of the carts.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer me. I was thinking too much.
Yeah. Okay, so a week's worth of things to cook with the understanding that the bulk of the meal will be things that you're hunting.
was gonna add that Oriana's probably going for dried stuff too, like any dried fruit kind of thing, dried meat, anything that will hold. Yeah, well, anything that we can hold on to for a long period of time if we have to. Yeah, like jerky, dried fruit if it's available, anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like stuff you put in granola.
Yeah. So one of your carts is definitely just going to be filled with the stuff if it's a week's worth. For planning out how much you're carrying, and where. Okay. Now you can roll me your communication roll for trying to.
Yeah,
ask
so
around
I've been
about
asking.
him. Yeah.
Communication. I won't use seduction. Oh, that's 1 point better than Phelan.
It sure is 1 point better than Phelan.
Wow.
It takes a little bit because what you're noticing, and you know how to work around this. You're dealing with people that you don't know yet, right? So you don't have the sort of built up, established connection with them. And you know that people like Rylan, especially when in an alienage and you're speaking with elves, they are being. Hold please.
Bless you.
Sneeze.
Woof. One for sorrow, two for joy. So people will do that defensive thing of, oh, I don't know who you're talking about, or yeah, he's maybe a bear around, and you can tell when you're talking to them they are doing that sheltering thing because it's one of those like who wants to know kind of vibes. So rather than addressing that and being suspicious of you or with you, they're just shielding him. It will get to a point where you see like you're asking, and they make a little face and kind of look side to side. What do you need him for?
I glance at Phelan quite openly.
Oh, hi. We agreed to meet up here. He's my friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that so? He's
I thought
meeting
it was
both
more
of you?
than that. He's my friend.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
supposed to me. Hi, sorry.
Right.
I'm not good with the talking.
Okay. What are your names?
I'm Phelan.
I'm Alan.
Okay. I will pass that on. And then, like, tries to act mysterious. This person's maybe, it's a young kid. He's maybe, like, 16, 17. So, like, he's trying to act cool with, like, yeah, I'm gonna go and
I
do
know
the thing,
exactly.
and takes a couple steps back, and then it's like, I need to go over here, and starts to walk away from you guys. Trying to do his bit to be cool, like Rylan. And he's gone for a little bit, which allows you to kind of start picking up a few more of your things. Have you brought the cart down into this alienage to start loading it up? Because you'll have to carry it. You'll need to carry it down the stairs because there's steps down into here. So you need to be. I don't know if you'll be able to get it, Jessica. And a cart down.
There should be a ramp. This is not accessible.
You're correct. There absolutely should be.
Yeah,
but,
I feel like Kirkwall's not really hot on accessibility issues.
Yeah, no.
That was not their priority when they were building this place. Yeah. But yeah, you're able to kind of get that cart in here. It takes a minute to like figure out the logistics. That's maybe was kind of delayed. Kenna and Oriana could be dealing with the how are we gonna let's get it. Although we can use this area over here, and then if we go around that corner, and eventually you're able to wheel it in and start loading stuff up onto this cart. And eventually, you hear a little clearing of the throat, and a very amused grin on Ryland's face when you turn around.
Hi.
Hi.
Snuck up on me. Didn't smell the fish coming.
You don't let that be a thing that starts to. I'm not. No, running. Nope.
It's a thing. It might be a thing.
It's not a thing. No, don't let it be a thing.
Oh, hey, fish boy.
I smell. Oh, okay. Listen, I smell really good right now.
Arana like leans right in and gives a.
Yeah. He does.
I like
He does.
to think that it's the same time as Phelan does. They both just. No, yeah, no, he does.
I'll take y'all's word for it.
Oh, hurt my feelings.
You want me to sniff you?
No.
Yeah,
No,
that's what all right.
You're all right. Yeah, how are you guys getting on?
I haven't been arrested, so that's good.
I suppose that's an improvement. How you liking that? And he looks to Iran in here. How are you liking Kirkwall compared to the den room?
It's got a personality. That's for sure.
Sure does. Yeah. You made any contacts yet?
Give me a minute. I've just been buying food. I met Kenna's parents.
Well, there you go.
And of course, Bertrand.
Oh,
Though
you were dealing
I
with...
didn't really meet him.
Oh, yeah. I've not had to have much dealings with him, but I've heard about him.
Well, he's facilitated my 10-year-old niece on joining a rather dangerous journey. So.
All right. So I'm assuming this is your little girl.
Yeah.
She's off on an adventure. Fuck me.
Yeah.
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 So we'll be leaving Kirkwall for a bit, but we'll be back.
Okay. Oh, you're off
Anybody,
into the wilds, Jay.
You haven't come across anybody who's been out near the mountains lately, have you? Like recently come back from up there?
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's a few people that have been out and about. There's a Dalish clan that are up situated just at the base of the that Sunder Mount, the big toothy looking one.
Do you know the clan's name?
Me? No.
Okay.
I suppose I could ask them, huh? I can find that out for you, absolutely. I'm very good at finding out information. I didn't think to check at the time. Let's get some other information from them. But yeah, they might have passed them, I guess. How long ago did they leave?
About 3 days.
3 days ago.
It's a bit of a while. And what is it they're doing, you said?
I just look at Kenna.
Maybe keep this on the down low. Maybe don't. I don't know. But they're looking for entrances to the deep roads. And Dirk thought it was cool to bring my daughter along on that particular expedition.
Yeah, the only thing wrong with that sentence is Dirk thought.
Yeah, that's true. The active, that's for sure.
Jeez. That is that's a rough one.
Yeah.
2 secs. And he's gonna call over a couple people from one of the other stalls, and you see him going over, and he speaks to them in a lot of it's a mix of Trade Tongue and Elven, and then comes back. Like, he is just literally away for a couple of seconds. Sorry, they actually know about the clan just north. I figured I'd get that answer for you quick, like, not from the 2 people that just came from there, but the Sabre clan. I've encountered them before. They do swing round sometimes, far enough south to be in our neck of the woods. Those of you who are from down there.
Would Phelan had encountered them before?
Yeah, I think given the general routes that your clan would take, theirs is fairly similar, and a lot of the times I'm pretty sure there's a name for it, but they do like mass gatherings every now and again. Yeah, where it's like a couple of the clans. So you will have encountered them. It's also a good time to encounter people that maybe you want to start a relationship with, or organizing some marriages to keep, to yeah.
No inbreeding.
No inbreeding. So you have heard of them before, yeah.
Yeah, I know of them.
Oh well, it's I mean, I don't know if they'll have encountered your little group. I can't imagine they would be sitting too close to entrance the deep roads. That's something else. Jeez. Think they'll find one?
Don't say that.
What?
I'm hoping
okay.
they
Sorry,
don't,
was that insensitive?
but...
Sorry, that was just a... My apologies. I'm sure that they... What? There's no...
I mean, honestly, all things considered, ignoring my terror at the even thought of them finding one, there's gotta be some somewhere, right? I mean...
Yeah, a lot of them get blocked off though after everything collapsing in the tunnels and...
Right.
I've never been down. I would admit that's a bit of a weak area in terms of my ability to gather information from people, is what goes on underground. I know some doors, but they're all surfaces. So,
A bit too far from the pubs, eh?
oh, cheeky. I'm sure they have pubs down there. I've always been curious to go in, but I don't know how much I would like it.
It's been since I was too young to remember, so can't tell you much.
Yeah. Well, sounds like you've got a bit of a journey ahead of you. So you're stocking up, right, Jessica? yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. It's good egg. Maybe I should get myself a mule.
I think it'd make it harder to sneak into places, but you can go for it.
You can have Humperdinck, grumpy bastard.
Humperdinck? It's a great name. Yeah, no, I remember Humperdinck. I don't know how much he liked me.
He doesn't like anyone.
Yeah.
At least you know it's not personal.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't even know. If there's anything I can do to be of use to you, let me know. I'm not gonna come with you. Me and the wilderness don't get along very well. I'm a city boy.
Do you have any help with that?
Yeah. All right. Well, have you already got all your stuff?
I gesture to the array of food in the cart.
Good. I might be able to wangle a useful thing or two for you there.
Wangle?
See, I told
I
you
forget.
guys.
Yeah, he's gonna look at her around and be like, I forget, where are we with the owing each other favours? I forget who's in the green at the moment.
We are. Just thinking, like, get something out of her bag. Oh. I owe you, actually.
Oh no. Do you want to owe me 2 things?
Go on.
Alright. I've got a couple of things. Where are you staying? I'll bring things to you.
I rattle off Kanar's parents' address.
Let me go with my magic. Not that kind.
Thank you very much.
Kind of looks over at Phelan.
Subtle.
Yeah. I'll see you guys soon, you.
See you soon. Thank you, Raylan.
Alright.
Thank
Got a
you.
couple of things I need to go into beforehand. Enjoy. And turns around to go. He disappears further off into the crowd and starts speaking to a female elf. Shorter than him.
What'd she look like?
She got white blonde hair. Has a weapon on her back that's as tall as she is. That's his favorite type. People that look like they could snap him in half like a glow stick. He's like, yeah,
Small huntress.
yeah. He's into that kind of thing. Oh, hello, Raiders. I'm not sure when you came in. I was too in the sauce of my NPC. Kirkwall is treating them just fine.
I don't think Kirkwall treats anyone in a positive light.
True. Some people, I mean, it depends who you ask. Some people
Enjoy
are.
the decor.
Yeah. Barrett Tethras will hear nothing bad said about his homeland. Love that man. Okay, so you guys are able to go about your business. You can maybe pick up a few more things. You can head back to Kenna's if you want, unless there's something else in particular you want to achieve before you get there.
Did we still want to try and ask travelers, or did we already take care of that?
He did say he knew of people that had come back
Yeah.
there, so if you want to connect in with them,
Yeah.
you certainly can.
Yeah. Do you want me to ask him about the people that traveled?
If we want, I was thinking about it, but if you would prefer,
Oh, you can do it. I was just offering.
I appreciate it. Maybe you come with
But
me.
Yeah, keep Kanar company.
Okay. Okay,
Yep.
let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Let's go,
okay,
let's
the
go, let's go.
conversation's over. Let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that Phelan ends conversations much like my grandfather, who never he doesn't say goodbye or deal with the thing. He's just like, okay,
Yeah.
and then
Alright,
hangs up.
okay.
Like, yeah, great, good stuff.
I feel as soon as they leave,
Hmm.
we don't have to have this conversation, but that Aranon just turns immediately to Oriana and begins the right on the road, kind of like rogue lookout type
Mhm.
tactics
Not
sort
with
of
us.
thing.
I'm not there.
Oh, you're not? Yeah.
She's checking in with her mom.
Yeah. Sorry,
yeah,
I forgot.
she's going to pick up stuff.
Honestly, just pretend.
My
it's not
bad.
the same.
Pick up six. Yeah, you turn around to speak,
Like
and
in
you're
the
like,
corner.
wait, no.
Yeah, wait.
When did we lose her?
She's just stay in the middle of like high town, like ah!
Mom.
Mother. So before we cut to the conversation with Ryland, Ariana, you head back. It maybe takes you a little minute, but
Yes.
you are a tracker by nature. So although you're not used to places like Kirkwall, you do know how to use landmarking and triangulate location, retrace steps to get back to Kenna's family home. You find that her father, so there you will encounter her mother because the business is up front, so you have to pass through that to get into the family home. So she'll give you a bit of a wave, and then like is like carry on with her work and then stops and is like, do you need anything? Can I
No.
you good? No? You good?
Okay.
All right.
It's like I think she does it really awkward, like I'm not trying to get in your way kind of thing.
Yeah,
like, sorry.
yeah.
Like,
Sorry. Okay,
sorry,
I'm just
sorry,
gonna-
no,
okay, it's
we're
okay. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially with hot blacksmith, sparks and shit
Yeah.
fly. Like she doesn't want to get in the middle of that. Yeah.
So you're able to head inside. Are you just heading to go and pick up the things and then slipping your way out again?
Yeah, pretty much. Get Phelan's staff.
Mhm.
Very politely.
Walking stick.
But yeah, walking stick. Very politely ask, like, hey, if you have anything for the journey would be cool, but can you direct me to like where I can find like dried food and things like that? Like
Mhm.
supplies.
Yeah. Are you asking father?
I
Or mother?
Probably ask mother, just because
Okay.
I feel like she would know. No offense to dad. No offense. No offense, brah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can head back out to Sarev. She's like, like kids, I mean we have some food. I don't know how much we've got that's like travel foods. I could whip something up real quick that would keep well.
Oh,
Just like little tray bakes, like with lots of oats in it, high energy.
sounds really delicious.
Okay.
We're leaving kind of quickly, but so I don't want to distract you from whatever you need to do.
Listen, you're bringing back my baby girl Rainy, so whatever you need is mine to provide.
Okay. Cause yeah, and she's actually gonna tell him like a little bit, just nothing like, hey, this is really fucking bad, but like
Yeah.
you've been gone for 3 days and just try to update to hopefully make them feel better.
Yeah.
Kind of idea.
She appreciates being informed. Is frustrated. I think do you have the map?
I would not think so. I would
Okay.
imagine Kenna would hang on to that, but that might just be me assuming.
No, that's fine. Should at least give you some verbals of like there are a couple options for heading north or east. Like she'll talk you through some of the roads. There's a couple of them which appear to be safer, certainly when you're bringing carts, but can be prone to people looking for that kind of thing. So she recommends 2 others, and just gives you a bit of awareness of local knowledge for safer routes to where you're wanting to go.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't tell Kenna this, but I did threaten Bertrand, so hopefully it makes you feel better.
Good. It makes me
Yeah.
feel better. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Next time I
Made
see
me feel
him-
better.
Yeah. I give him a piece of my mind too.
Yeah, I basically threatened that if he tried to weasel out of it, that I would tell his competition what he's doing, and he would be out of all of it.
Hit where it
Oopsies.
hurts. I like that. I like it.
Yeah,
This is
it's very
great.
wiggly. I didn't like it. So anyway, because 10-year-old girl, not my problem. Yeah, I just
Yeah, well,
Didn't sit
people
well with
like
me.
him. It's all about protecting
Covering
him,
his ass.
his, and yeah, absolutely.
yeah. So anyway, okay, thank you.
Okay.
I'm
I want to whip
gonna
up.
ask my
I'll, you know what? I'm gonna just I'll pause what I'm doing, take a little bit of time to cook that up for you. So when you guys circle back again, it'll all be ready and packaged up for you.
Okay, I don't know. I'm assuming they're coming here, but maybe not. But Anyway.
I should hope they're going to come and say goodbye. I'd be very
Okay,
annoyed
yep,
if
they're
she
gonna come
didn't.
say goodbye. Immediately, I will
Yeah.
get them back here.
Yeah.
We will be in trouble if we do not. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna go ask my mom if she wants to help or stay here with you. So
Sure. Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Yep. So she'll
Hey,
leave you
goodbye.
to it. She immediately she'll flip over the sign to say that it's closed, and she goes into the kitchen, takes off the blacksmith stuff to put on apron. One apron takes off to the other apron, and starts to sort some things out for you guys. Back in the alienage, two of you are approaching Rylan, who's gonna pause this conversation and look at you guys and be like, "Hey, what's up?"
He said, "Oh, you wanna?"
You mentioned some folks that have recently come from.
Yeah.
I was hoping to chat them up if you could point me in the right direction.
Yeah. Come with me. And he'll make his excuses to the young elf and wander off with you guys. I can introduce you to them. I know them fairly well. Travel around like they do a few bits and pieces. They don't need me to tell you their business. That is not mine to give. And he heads over to one of those communal spaces. You've encountered one in the alienage that you were in before this. And as you head inside, he brings you over to a woman and a man, a human woman, and a male elf who are kind of sat at a table with a couple drinks and bowls of some manner of food in this kind of place. It's one of those, it's stew full of all sorts of things, but it's hearty. It actually smells quite good as you walk in here, and he'll kind of usher you guys over. What's up, you two? This is Phelan and Kenna. This is Adina and Marcus. They've got a couple of questions about what you may have seen on the road. They've got a couple of people they're looking for, so I'm just making the connection here. Good people, I trust them. Their friend is, where is Iranon?
Oh, you're in a DM together. Aranan is taking the car. She's taking the cart back to cars.
Okay. Yeah, he instinctively looks around for you and is just like, she'll be off doing around and stuff. Anyway, these two are they're good people. You guys can trust them. And it's the woman, more so the man, kind of giving you guys a inquisitive look. She is incredibly well dressed, which feels a little out of place for various reasons. And the elf is wearing armor. Sorry, I'm just dropping in to drop pictures for you guys. So she is slender, quite petite. She's maybe about 5'2"-ish. Dark hair. It's all coiffed up and beautiful. Striking red lip.
Brazilian blowout.
Yeah. Black dress that looks like it's quite well made silks. And that was Edina. And then the elf. Quite long hair, curly. But the top parts are sort of pleated. It's not braided, but it's rows of pleats that sort of keep it controlled and off his face, and it falls down long at his back. And like I say, he is wearing armor of sorts, nice kind of. It's not just that simple brown leathers that are functional. It's quite well made leathers, and there's some money behind it, which again feels out of place for a few reasons, but hey ho. You were told this person was Marcus. Just dropping these off for you guys for SPCs. He's just watching you seems very perceptive and getting a read of the pair of you. She's the one that's directing the eye contact, however. What can we do for you? Please sit.
I seconded, first of all. Just, wow. Hi there. I appreciate you giving a little bit of your time. I'm looking for. My daughter is with a group of folks that is traveling. Is traveling up near Sundermount. Be a large group of about at least 10 folks. Probably most of them look like they could handle themselves in a scrap. Big group of folk. And traveling up north, maybe going around the mountains. Just wondering if you happen to have crossed paths with them. Help narrow down my search parameters.
Of course. A large group. Can you specify how many we're talking here?
At least 10, possibly more. 10 for sure. No smaller than that.
And they have a child.
Yes. One of the 10 is my ex-husband and the daughter's father, who thought it was wise to, I don't know how much thought he put into it, but yeah, she's with them for some heckin' reason, and I would like to fix that.
There's just a pat on your shoulder.
It's so funny because that's what we used to say about you. She's with him for some heckin' reason.
There are some people out there who are not very good at thought.
Yeah.
I do recall seeing a group of that size, yes.
Okay.
It would have been a number of days ago, yes. We've just not long arrived back here ourselves. We crossed paths with them when they were camped just outside of a Dalish clan to the north.
Okay.
They were a little cagey about their business, but one of them slightly looser lips than the others. We were intrigued as to why such a large group was passing by that area.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sometimes curiosity gets the better of one. Yeah.
I can't blame you. Do you remember when and where this was?
Yes, it was around about the 3-day mark. I suppose it was in the evening, but I suppose that would track with how long it would have taken them to travel north if they were leaving from here. It was just to the south of the camp, off the road. We stopped and spoke to them, as we sometimes do with people who are traveling. It is good to get news of any troubles on the road, one way or the other. We gave them some information about the route ahead, and they gave us the same about how quiet the road might be back down to Kirkwall.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate it.
It seemed to me with what they had equipment-wise, the plan was to camp out and then send some people out to do their scouting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know if they're picking one place and then that's just where they're staying for all of this time, or whether they pick up and move every now and again.
Okay. That's helpful. Okay. Thank you. That really helps a lot.
You're very welcome.
We'll head straight to Thundermap then.
You will have to be mindful when you get up there. The clan that are there are a little defensive at the moment, I think.
Oh, you know why?
She'll smile a little. sure there are a number of reasons.
Fair enough.
Inside check.
You guys can perception empathy if you wish.
Yeah, I'll give that a try.
Mm.
We'll see. Probably won't lead anywhere.
Phelan's nervous.
Fair.
These are two very attractive people that
Baby
seem very
girl.
threatening.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Canard did even better.
Yep. I think you're both a little nervous. Hard to tell, really.
You're too beautiful to be suspicious.
Well, that's the thing. It's just like
Oh, you're too beautiful, so
she's-
you must be suspicious.
she's given you some information. She doesn't appear to be withholding or cagey with you. She is answering the questions that you're posing to her, so you've no reason to feel suspicious.
Do I recall that the Sabrig clan being a bit more defensive and less inviting to outsiders and other clans? So I know it depends on the clan.
I don't think when you knew them they were overly defensive. They're not the sort that was the open-minded, warm, friendly, happy to go in and trade and be, so to that end they were kind of middle of the road. The things that have made that clan a little cagey and defensive, those of us who've, when you play the games, this clan have been through some shit, but it does knock onto this kind of timeline. So you don't know.
No.
There's nothing
But
that
I
you
know
know
that-
about them that...
Yeah, but I know that there are many reasons, valid reasons why they could start being more defensive.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you don't know the general makeup of this group of 10, but
I
you might
think
have an
Phelan-
easier
yeah.
time. Yeah.
Phelan will kind of lean into Kenna. It's like, something must have happened. They were pretty neutral on people, but there's many reasons why it can start being defensive. But if we
Tough times, so.
if we need to talk to them, I can help.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Are you from here?
I am
No.
originally.
Phelan just shakes his head.
Oh, where are you from originally?
Before this, or like way before this?
You need to be very specific.
Where are you from originally?
Harold in general. I used to travel with the clan.
You were Dalish.
Yeah.
Interesting. I am assuming not anymore. You don't have to give me the details. I'm aware that when people aren't anymore, there's usually a story behind it. I don't wish to touch on something sensitive.
Yeah, she's gotta look at her and then look at the elven guy with her. And then look at her.
Yep. He's giving you some strong silent type energy.
Yeah.
He's not coming off as threatening, but he is just watchful of you. He's very comfortable in her presence, though.
Okay. Not anymore. I left my previous clan, and then my previous clan before that was decimated.
Sorry to hear
Unfortunate.
that.
It's an unfortunate common thing.
Can be. Well, hopefully that information is useful for you. I'm afraid I cannot give a huge amount of detail, but if you have further questions, I'm happy to answer them. I understand the plight you must be experiencing and wishing to get your daughter back. So
They say where exactly they met up with them? What area?
it was just outside, just to the south of
Just-
where the
okay.
clan are, which are currently at the foot of Summer.
Okay. Okay. Did you get to trading with the clan itself?
Of a sort, yes. I typically trade more in information than I do going in to buy supplies.
She's gonna look at her and then look at the guy and then look at her and just analyze them. It's like in his head, like that tracks.
The guy's just gonna smile
yeah.
at you as you look between them.
Yeah.
And occasionally, we have business with one another. Typically, it's good for relationships, though.
Do you happen to know who currently is the keeper?
Her name is Marathari.
Would I know if that was the same one before? Okay. What do I know of her?
Old lady.
Old lady.
She's traditional. She gives that sort of grandma school mom vibes, you know, like the kind of grandma that like will tell you sit straight.
Yeah.
Pronounce your words properly. Finish your food. Don't tidy that up. Why are you leaving? You know, it's that kind of. So it's not unkind, but has quite a traditional way of thinking and expecting other people to act.
He's just like, yeah, it's gonna be difficult. She's a bit traditional.
Are you not traditional?
I'd like to say yes, but I don't really live with the clan anymore now, do I?
That doesn't mean you're not traditional.
Not gonna say anything because I hit a spot.
Yep. Well, and she'll look to you, Kenna. I don't know if I can be of any further use, but if there is anything, even if you think of it later, we'll be staying here for a little while.
Okay. I think we'll probably be heading out soon, but I really appreciate the direction you've been able to give.
Of course. The good news is when you're a group of 10 with a lot of supplies, they tend to leave their mark where they're camping.
Yeah. I'm hoping they're taking their time. Well, thank you again. It was
of course.
Lovely meeting you.
Lovely to meet you both too. I hope that you're successful in finding your daughter.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Please do swing by again if you wish.
You're gonna be staying here? Okay.
Which to you is like a human woman that is dressed like this to choose to stay in like a common place. It's there's a couple of things where you're like you're not sure if they're red flags or green flags, but they're confusing.
Cognitive dissonance.
It's confusing flags.
Yeah.
Orange.
Yeah.
This is a purple flag. I don't know what this means.
I don't know. It might be a white flag if Violet's waving, like waving it.
Roll over to show your belly. Have to submit.
God. Okay. Yeah. No, he asked that. It's confused, not in a bad way, but confused. But like, okay. Fair.
Good luck.
All right. Just wait till Kanana leaves. He's like, I don't know how to end this conversation.
Head out. Yeah. Thanks.
All right. So you guys are
He's like wiping his hands on his outer shirt. They are sweaty.
Are you okay? As we're like walking out of the tent. Are you
conversation good? Made me very nervous.
Why? She seemed nice to me.
I was very confused on multiple levels. And it made me nervous.
Like, I mean, yeah, she was gorgeous. Is that what you mean?
I mean, yeah, but that's like the obvious.
Right.
They both had this like aura. It's like, wow, that's really cool, but also I'm nervous.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I.
Kenna's
I
like,
think
I understand what that feeling
I
feels like,
get-
so I think I know what
yeah.
he's saying.
Yeah.
Baby's first scorny.
He doesn't even know
Hey.
this is happening.
Hey, they invited us back, so
Okay.
I don't know.
I should know that I was very nervous. I mean, I am already nervous being in Kirkwall. I'm not gonna lie. So
Yeah, that's fair.
it's okay. I mean, it's not your fault. So
Yeah. What I will say is, Phelan, you being able to place it is a little confusing for you, in multiple ways, but there was a vibe that you were feeling from her, that you have felt before.
Mommy, sorry, mommy.
Mummy? Sorry, mummy. Romy, I guess because it's you trying to figure out patterns.
yeah,
which is
I'm
a
just
cunning
as
roll.
confused as Phelan. That's the funny
Yeah.
part here.
This is great. Is Romy a cunning roll? It is essentially you trying to like figure out patterns to things. So there's in theory some focuses that could apply to that, but I don't know if you'd have them.
I have Healy and historical, or I don't think either of those are gonna help
Neither
me.
of those things, no.
I've been
Mm.
rolling like shit tonight, so we'll see
Hey.
how this works.
It says you have to put the intention in. Good dice.
Fun.
Happy dice.
Oh,
Lovely
God.
dice.
I really want to know what the Bible is because I'm just as confused as Phelan. I'm no longer role playing.
You there's something where you're like, I felt that feeling before, and I know that there are people who have made me feel that feeling before, and I can't figure out, I can't place it, and then the bi panic is making all of that hazy, and you're like, you know what, I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
It's just you guys will walk past and you can see Ryland is very much shooting his shot with that that elven lady that he was with before. It seems to be working.
How does he even do that?
She's
How is this normal
she's
for
giggling.
people?
Um
That's just Phelan.
You're asking me?
Hi Kate.
Which part was that?
Regardless, you guys are able to move away and be like, you know what, good for him. As the lot of you are gonna kind of wheel back to Kenna's place. Iranan is gonna be getting there first because Iranan set off earlier with Jessica and the cart. And Oriana, you've managed to pick up your things and oh, it was a sneeze.
Yeah, sorry, I laughed because it was the dad
Yeah,
sneeze.
too,
I'm like, we
remember?
all know what that sounds
We
like.
know
alright.
that. Yeah. Where they're sneezing and they make it everybody's problem. Okay. Okay. So you are able to eventually reconvene. You're going to go into the smell of things being cooked in a way, baked. There's definitely some things going on in the kitchen. When you head in, you will see that there is already a couple trays that have some things in it that are cooling off. It's essentially like a flapjack that is somewhat high protein. She is seeing you right. She knows how to do snacks on the go when you know you'll be busy.
I'm making dry bakes.
Yeah, you're, yeah. You smell it, and you're like, I know that smell. Yeah, you can go in, and you know that it's up to you. Would you risk grabbing one while it's still warm,
Yes.
knowing that it might lead to repercussion of the hand smack?
Yes.
Yes, excellent.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Roll me a dexterity roll to try and get your hand out of the way. You
my
sense it coming
specialty.
because you know that it's coming. You're going in knowing the risk. Brilliant.
I roll good for this.
Yeah. She is going to smack at your hand. You manage to avoid it, and she very nearly smacks her hand off the end of the kitchen counter when she does it, and sort of stops short of it, and then eyes you. Fair enough. That was very quick. Well done.
Not my first
Careful, though,
rodeo.
don't burn your mouth. Yeah.
Worth it. Ow.
Yeah. Very good. So you're blowing on it. The rest of you will see Kenna coming through with a delightful looking flapjack that is still warm. Hell yeah.
Like break
No.
off pieces for people.
Yeah. You have your supplies. There's a couple things that some of you have learned that maybe we want to just pass out among the group, or a private conversation if anyone wants to, before you get ready to set off, and perhaps a full hard decision about exactly where you're going to go first, because Oriana has been given some route options.
Definitely would share that with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to your mom. I mean, you're probably aware of them, Kenna, but we could probably take these. I don't know if they're cart ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. Also got dried food and stuff, and then your mom just went full ham in there. Sorry.
That doesn't take much of an excuse. For her to
Yeah,
take care of
okay.
people.
I just thought I'd make her feel better, let her know what we knew, but then she just, closed side, took the apron off. I couldn't stop it. Honestly, I didn't try. If I'm being honest. Yeah.
You would have failed.
Yeah. I didn't think it was a fight worth fighting. Also,
Wow.
Phelan, since we were not threatened to come and say bye, but very much told that we have to say bye. I didn't take your staff because I knew I would have to bring you back here anyway.
Oh, it's okay. I hid it really well.
Yeah, I didn't even bother to look. So, well, once Kenna's mom was
He
like,
thinks it's really
better. It's like a dog when they're like hiding something in a couch and
It's
like,
just under the
bone's
bed.
sticking out. But yeah, Kenna's mother basically made sure that we had to say bye. So
Yeah.
I didn't touch it. Yeah. I thought we were just gonna leave. It's fine. Anyway, yeah.
I thought we were gonna leave, and then, no, that's a valid warning.
Yeah. Anyway.
Better for my hide.
Where are we going? Did they have any info for us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they passed them evening of 3 days ago. They were camped outside the Dalish clan that's near the Thunder Mount.
I know of them. If we need to speak with them, they're a bit more strict. Apparently, even more so lately. So, I think if we do need to speak to them, just let me handle that. And I think for the first time, you just see him be like, "This is something I will do." Like confident.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
So we're going to Sundermount then?
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah, I
thinking
think
we'd go halfway,
so.
but it doesn't sound like they got very far.
Yeah, I mean, this was a few days ago, but she did say that they got to talking to him a little bit, and they said that they were planning on camping in one spot and sending off groups to do some scouting, so they might not get very far at once. I'm kind of thinking just chasing after them might be the way to go. I really don't think they've gotten very far.
Okay. Can Dirk scout?
Can't do much of anything right, but
Yeah, well.
I've never known it to be one of his specialties. He's more of the rough and tumble brawler kind of guard.
Not
I don't know.
trying to worry you. If you say they broke out in small groups, that means they're not all together.
Right, but if they've got like a base camp. I'm hoping that they'll just send out. It sounded like there would be a place where they stayed, and they were just sending out a couple people. So
Right.
hopefully Rainy's not going too close to danger herself.
I would really be worried about his cognitive functions if he did.
Yeah, if he's like, all right, I'm one of the scouts. Come on, Rainy, it's you and me in this group. I would actively murder him. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's just...
Write down to do actively murder.
It is no longer passive aggression, it's active aggression.
Full aggro. Okay. Well, I can help pack the cart. I'm assuming we want to leave soon.
Yeah. Let me just say bye to my folks so that we don't get chewed out too bad. But then I think let's head out.
Okay. And just to avoid like tension, or I was like,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll Tetris the cart.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can easily go and pack up the cart, and there's your mum is like wrapping all of that things that she's been making into packaging that'll keep, like waxed fabric to make sure that it stores well. It's gonna last those few days, and fusses over you. A knock will come to your door.
You expecting company, Mama?
No? Are you?
No. Oh, maybe. We'll go open the door.
Mm-hmm. You see a familiar elven face of Rylan with a big grin. All right.
Almost forgot you were coming and left without you. Hey, but...
Oh dang! I mean, you're welcome to. I was just because I could keep these. I could give them to other people.
Better not.
Damn! It smells amazing in there. I'm hungry. And he'll get a big sort of like backpack and shoulder it off his back, and then pull a box out of it and flip a lid. And you can see that there is a collection of 8 little glass vials full of red liquid. Don't ask where I got them. You don't need to know. Plausible deniability.
Okay.
Healing potions.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Think you might need it. Hopefully you
You've earned
don't.
yourself a
Better
flapjack.
have it in the... Huh? What was it?
You've earned yourself a flapjack, my friend.
Hell yeah, flapjack. Oh, fucking love flapjack. Is there anything in it, or is it just the oats?
It's pretty packed.
Oh, hell yeah. That sounds amazing. That sounds like a great payment for this. He'll walk in with the box and sort of plonk it down on the table. Clock eyes with you, Aranan. That's 2 now.
Yeah, noted.
Better note it down, because I don't get these things written down.
Just makes pretends to write something.
Draws a little picture instead. Oh, very good, very good. Figure these might be useful for you. If you end up not using them and you want to just pass them back, that is quite alright, but probably better to have them than not.
Very kind.
I'm a very kind person. Kind, generous, skilled,
Hungry.
handsome, very hungry. God, I'm famished. Your mum, as if summoned by the sound of a hungry boy.
Food.
Just like, well, here's the ends. I've not managed to pack these up, so those ones are going with you guys. You can have the scraps. Hello. She just looks to Rylan.
Rylan, this is my mama. Rylan.
Hello.
Mama, Rylan.
Yeah.
It's been very helpful. on
Yeah.
my
He's
journey.
like, oh, I can see where you get your looks, Kenna.
Stop.
What?
Yeah.
It's true.
You know what?
And she will kind of set the tray down with the implication that any of you guys can dive in and get the end parts, basically, and he will very happily dive in and take a couple. All right, well, this is good. I'll have somewhere to be. Thank you for the flapjack, Mrs. Kenna. See you guys soon.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah, go give him hell for me. And then if you get back and you want
to give him some prolonged hell, yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably earned it at this point.
Yeah. I've got you. I'll think of some really interesting, cruel, and unusual things for him. I'll plan, strategize, getting some bits actually. I'm gonna order a couple of things.
Just
Got you covered.
make sure there's always a load of difficult trouble every time he's on duty.
Oh, I will. More than that, I'm still gonna plan with the itchy things in the sort of like lining that you wear under your armor, because then you know you're wearing it, and the stuff I've got in mind, it takes a bit to release. You know, you've got to build up a little bit of a sweat before it kicks in. And then by that point, he's already away and getting busy. You know, you can't just suddenly take your arm off when you're on duty. I've got.
Okay, well, it was lovely having you
Anyway,
here.
yeah, sorry, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Nice to meet you all.
Before Rylan like leaves,
Yeah.
she's gonna sneak a name to him, just be like, Bertrand's name. Like, and tell him also, like, I threatened him. This is what I threatened him with. So, you know, just if you want to spread that around if the shit goes bad, just, you know.
You know what? Dwarven merchants, extra fun to fuck with. I know some things that'll really get under his skin.
Good. Does that count for one of Aranan's? Like in like Liv's eye, like
Yeah. Well, technically, I'm doing this as a favor to you guys, but I actually, whose cat is this?
He can smell the oats and the bits.
I mean, I imagine that's more just fun for you. So.
It is fun for me. You know what? I'm gonna. This is definitely a free of charge. Whatever Ronan said, no, because I enjoy the way that Ronan pays the favors back. Sure.
Okay. Or we could just find really good food for you.
That will do. Yeah, that'll definitely do.
Okay. I'll find you something on the road.
You're getting it. I like that. Well.
And then we'll continue back, but it's good to see you.
Thank you. I'm gonna go and take this cat back to whoever's owner it is.
I think you are now. It's called the cat distribution system.
Yeah.
System. You're stuck.
I'd like it because my cat is particularly large as cats go. It's probably just a normal sized cat because Rylan is a bit of a short king.
Yeah.
He's like, all right. Good luck, everybody, on your journeys.
Have fun with your cat.
Me and Gustav, is that a good name for a cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Gustav are gonna go and see a woman about a bird. Goodbye.
A what?
What? Did he just say a bird?
Yeah.
And he's off ski. Yeah. All right. So we are packed up.
You all ready to go file for single custody?
Ready for this? Yes, we're gonna go and hand him some papers. You've been served.
That's the name for the next episode. You've been served.
I'll need to find a song title that fits that. But yes, hugs are given. You've now got 2 regular healing potions already. Put that on your character sheet. A direction to go, annotations on a map, and a Dirk to go and kick in the dick. Let's go. With that, we will end our session there, everybody. We're going to be on the road and heading to Sundermount, which will be exciting. The outskirts of Kirkwall are notoriously very safe and lovely. We will see you next week. We will do a little sign off of who we are, who we've been playing, and where you can find us. And then I think we'll see if anyone has popped up to do a raid on when we are done. So I'm Emma, humbling the internet. I have been the storyteller for these wonderful people and owner of this big chunker of a cat. You can see me here on Tuesdays You can see me over at Val's channel on Saturdays for our for Darkness Unbroken for that one. It's another Dragon Age story I run. We're in our final and 5th season of that game, and we're heading into episode 7 of 12, so we're over the hump. Things got exciting. And on the 1st of November, you will see me on Val's channel for Extra Life Weekends, raising money for Children's Hospital. I think our aim is $2,000 this year. I will be playing in a game of Inspectors, where it's essentially like Ghostbusters levels of shenanigans. I'm playing a librarian. And on the Saturday, I'll be running a Vampire the Masquerade game, where there are a Camarilla coterie who are helping foil a plot at a charity fundraiser for a children's hospital, because meta can be fun sometimes. And that's me.
Sorry, I had a mouthful of flapjack there. I'm Emily. I have been Kenna in all of her angst today. When I'm not busy being a disaster lesbian here, I'm in the Transmission's other flagship project. I'm in Black Teeth, the lovely, wonderful Black Teeth podcast. So I just got distracted by the fact that Sakaya's face was gone, taken away by
the wig,
the zoom filter. That was horrifying and also awesome. Speaking of horrifying but also awesome, Black Teeth horror podcast, really good. Catch up on it. And I'm Emily Bar 20 on the internet. You should follow me. Do it, coward.
Hi everyone, my name's Satan, or Alice the Vamp. I have been your very awkward, direct, Dalish elf mage, Phelan, everyone's favorite baby girl. You can also find me on In Darkness Unbroken, where I'm playing a very different elf. Her name's Bella. Her name's Bella. Ryland's also an NPC in that game because we love him. And I will also be in the charity game over Baldrians. They're multiplying. I will also be in Hummel-Hoo's charity game where we play a summer vamp in this charity fundraiser in the charity fundraiser. And I am on social media, Alice Vamp Art. I'm not really active. That's me. That's all I got.
Hello everyone, I'm Torn, or Torn Talks Creativity. I've been playing Oriana, our rogue, Pillbug rogue that is now starting to just be mean to people. I don't know. She's feeling a certain way. As far as where to find me, I obviously am here on Tuesdays, playing Oriana. On Saturdays, I am also in Darkness Unbroken for their last season. They've been very gracious to invite me, playing Eleni, a really, really mean person who just,
it's okay because we love you.
Shit. You shouldn't. No.
I didn't say Eleni, I said you.
Oh, no, perfect. That's perfect. Playing her, who is just absolutely going apeshit all the time. It's great. Otherwise, I am on my own channel on Twitch on Wednesdays and Sundays, and then I will also be playing in a game coming up on Sundays. So I'll let everyone know when that happens. And that is me. Oh, also I'll be in the game on November 2nd, attempting to play Vampire the Masquerade to the best of my ability. To raise money! Raise money! So come with your pocketbooks. Yeah, that's me.
Hello everyone, I am Sakaya. You can find me here. You can't find me on social media much at the moment. I have a little Black Teeth update. We are in about 2 days' time. In 2 days' time, we're recording the very final session of season 3. And after that, I shall be using the time to catch up on the hiatus. So we're going to put the rest of season 2 out, and then season 3 won't be going out until it's like a good chunk of it is edited. So there will be like a little bit of a gap, but we are catching up now.
Sorry, I realised now that was the last person. I was distracted by my multiplying cats. Yes, thank you for coming and joining. We will see you next week for our next episode. And okay, baby, now is not the time. I don't know if we did find someone to raid, did we, producer? Producer Ben. Oh, everyone we follow has also just finished. Listen, it's a good time to finish. So to that end,
Transmissions are on.
Transitions are yeah. Look after yourselves, and we will see you next week, everybody. Bye bye.